Hello, Facebook Live. Hello. It is, I think it's still morning time. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's pretty early. Um, well, it's a little almost lunch where I am, and some people would call it lunch. But hey, Facebook Live, I am on. Wanting to come on, jump on really quickly. First of all, I'm excited about a lot of things. Jump on, jump on. You early risers, you individuals who are ready and hungry, who ready to maximize your potential, who ready to tap into it. I see you on. I just wanted to jump on really quickly and just talk about this struggle, y'all. The struggle is real, especially for us. I want to say hello. Hey, I don't want to call no names. Some of y'all might be at work and stuff. I want to get y'all in trouble. But hey, I'll put in the comments if you're on so I can see you. Hey, Sophie, and others, if you're on, put it in the comments so I can see you. Join, say hello. I wanted to come on really quickly. It's going to be a dynamic session. Don't want to stay on too long, but I wanted to jump on and just talk about this struggle, y'all. The struggle is real. And it is tough out there. Everybody's really rearing up for the 2020 vision, and everybody's excited about, all the holiday festivities. I'm excited as well, but I just wanted to come on and just talk about this struggle, y'all. The struggle is real, and why is self-discipline so hard? Because we are talking about vision in 2020, and what I wanted to come on and say is that we're talking about Vision 2020, but Dr. Kimberly Ellison wants to take you beyond the vision, and I want to talk about vision in 2020, but I want to talk about self-discipline 2020 and what that looks like, because in order for you to become the grandest version of the greatest vision you've ever seen of yourself, you are going to have a strategy. You're going to have self-discipline. And y'all, it is hard. I've worked with so many women, and whether it's in groups, whether it's in church, whether it is in business, corporate, whether it is in entrepreneurship, y'all, self-discipline is tough. So number one, let me tell you, I came on to talk with you about the struggle. It is early, so share this live. If you can't catch me live, I want you to listen to the replay, do a watch party. But the ladies that are able to join me, and the men, y'all listen, the struggle is real out here. When you're talking about Vision 2020, it is exciting. It is, exhilarating. But y'all, we're trying to move from excitement to execution. That's what I'm talking about. We're talking about looking for Vision 2020. We all have vision. You have vision. Most of you have already wrote down your goals, wrote down what you're looking forward to doing, wrote down your next level, wrote down your next thing and steps you have to do. But what I'm talking about is this struggle and self-discipline, because self-discipline helps you produce the vision. And a lot of people say that, they have the vision, they want to write the vision, make it plain. Listen, it's cool to write the vision. It's cool to talk about the vision. But let me tell you something, the struggle is real, y'all. For that self-discipline, it's hard. And so I just want to jump on because I have a few strategies and to talk about. First of all, let's be very clear. Relinquish yourself of the depression, relinquish yourself of the competition, relinquish yourself and give yourself some grace, because it's hard out here, especially with social media. You're looking at other people's posts, and you're looking at them moving and grooving, and they're really not telling you the true story. I myself do social media posting a lot. Y'all, there's a strategy to this thing. There is algorithms that you have to be aware of. I don't care. I'll tell you sometimes, listen, when you posting some of this stuff, Facebook and Instagram may be getting mad, but you can pay for postings, you can pay for things, and they'll hide your stuff and bury your stuff, and people won't even see your stuff. When you put like prices and things in your posts, you have to boost them. Even when you boost them, they will still limit you when you boost things as well. So I just want to tell y'all, don't get caught up, because the struggle is so real, and you have to be self-disciplined enough to produce what you see in your dreams. And how do we do that? One thing I want to tell you, three things I want to encourage you. One, your belief, your time, and your commitment. I talk about this in my book Strategy, and I also talk about it in Discipline and Preparedness. Strategy is a triple threat master plan. Let me tell y'all, one thing, first of all, we can't have lazy brain. That's one thing. A lot of us get excited. We have visuals, we have imagery, but then we get a little lazy with our vision. And so what are some of the things that cause us to get lazy? For one, our belief system. What we believe about our vision is indicative of what we expect. And so your expectation actually sets the standard for where you want to see yourself in the future. You see, we have goals, but I want to encourage you to have an expectation, because when your goals are not accomplished, you still have an expectation to accomplish that goal. So I want you to shift your belief system into saying, I want to set goals, because your goal is not your vision. I say this all the time. That is a signature staple for me. You want to change your mindset. The way you change your mindset is if you have to change your belief system about what you see in your dreams, where you see yourself in the future. Y'all, believe it or not, ladies, sometimes we don't even understand that what we really see and what we're saying about ourselves. So a couple of things I want to encourage you. We have a vision, but when you set up your expectations, that means you are establishing a commitment to become the vision. And what you do with your vision, meaning whether you have a self-discipline system in place or not, that's indicative of what you think about yourself. What do you think about your goals? And I want you to be able to understand three things: your belief, your limiting beliefs, and your doubt will show up in your delivery. Your self-limiting beliefs and your beliefs will show up in your doubt. Your doubt will show up in your delivery. So your self-limiting beliefs could be those things that are holding you back unconsciously or subconsciously, and you don't even know that they're holding you back. You could be subconsciously keeping yourself from moving forward in your vision, because one thing, if you don't know how, sometimes we'll say, I don't know how to do something. Listen, how is just the process. How is a way forward. How is you not asked the right questions. So the first thing, I want you to eradicate those self-limiting beliefs of not knowing how. All right, so that's the first thing. People say, well, I don't know how. Anybody who's done something for the first time, ladies, don't know how. How is the first thing as it relates to when you're establishing vision, because vision is a snapshot of what you see in your future. Vision is God's unilateral covenant on what it is that he's saying, I have established for you to do from the kingdom and put it into the earth. You have to begin to treat your vision so seriously, because it is a covenant. And so what I want to tell you and share with you is that you can't treat it like a goal, because you're not going to accomplish it. When you go to these vision board parties, I want you to start establishing covenant relationship, accepting the covenant, accepting the relationship, accepting the mandate that God is giving you, because that's what vision is. And so your limiting beliefs are those things that are keeping you from moving forward in your vision. That's the struggle. It's real, y'all. So limiting beliefs could show up in your tradition. Why do you do it this way? Well, I don't know why I do it this way. I've done it this way before. This is my system. This is the way it works. And anytime that a system is not working for you, you need to be able to eradicate that system. You need to be able to cut that system off. Many times, ladies, we treat our businesses, we treat our ministries, we treat these things like they're our children. So I have this client, and also she's a champion for me in my business, and she always talks about when we treat our women have a problem with treating our businesses and our visions like our babies. And we talk like that. We'll say, well, this is my baby. And if we have a baby, a child, we have a hard time letting go of something that we love, something that we birth. Well, when we're talking about vision, we always talk about in the spiritual realm, we're birthing it. Okay, but if there's a goal that's attached to your vision that's keeping you and is prohibiting you from moving forward, then you need to cut that thing off. So the struggle is real, is because we keep trying to hold on to our self-limiting beliefs. We keep trying to hold on to our tradition. We keep trying to hold on to the way we do things, and it's not working. So we have to eradicate our self-limiting beliefs and patterns. Patterns. If you do see patterns that are not contributing to your future and they don't look like what you see, then you need to start to change your pattern. How do we change our patterns? Our patterns show up in our habits. Our patterns are what we practice. What you do in practice is what you're going to do on the game day. So your pattern is your practice. How you show up every day is your pattern. So if you say, I'm going to accomplish my vision, or I'm going to start working on my business, or I'm going to start working on this book, or I'm going to start working on this journal, or I'm going to start working on my exit strategy, or I'm going to establish, relationships more, I'm going to pray more, I'm going to do more devotion, and your pattern does not change, then you want to make sure that you change the way what you're putting in, because that's your self-discipline system. All right. Another thing is women, we think we can do it on our own. And I'll tell you this, I have about 3 or 4 more minutes in this live, but let me tell you, most of the time, the people that you can learn from that you won't even utilize them. And I'm speaking from experience. There are people who have strategies and solutions that you can win with, but you won't go with them. You won't purchase from them. You won't sit at their feet. You won't learn from them because it's too familiar to you. And you're afraid to change your pattern because of pride. Pride will keep you from changing your pattern. Pride of not knowing. Remember, I went back to how. How is the first thing that many of us struggle with. We don't know how. If I just knew how to do it, if I knew how they did this technology, if I knew how they boosted these posts, if I knew how they wrote, you have to learn how. And the way you learn how is you ask the right questions to the people who have the knowledge and the people who are applying it, the people who are doing it. That's the struggle. You don't know how, and you're afraid to eliminate your self-limiting beliefs. And in eliminating your self-limiting beliefs, you have doubt, but you won't admit to it because pride keeps you from moving forward and producing the person you see in your dreams. So that's what I wanted to come on and share with you is your self-limiting beliefs, your patterns, and tradition. Tradition, y'all, will take your vision out. So a lot of us are saying, I'm struggling. My self-discipline system is not up. Y'all, we trick ourselves to believe that we're good with self-discipline. We make up all kinds and types of excuses so that, we can give ourselves permission not to accomplish our goals. We give ourselves permission not to, excuse me, we give ourselves permission. Let me drink some of this water because I ain't gonna die on Facebook. And we give ourselves permission, ladies. First of all, we give ourselves permission to opt out. We're not going to opt out our vision. We don't have a chance. And I don't want y'all to get caught up in the excitement over the next 20-something days about Vision 2020. Y'all had vision in 2019. You had vision in 2018. You had vision in 2017. There's nothing new about Vision 2020. You had vision. You have vision. You need a greater vision with a strategy. You need a vision with self-discipline. Listen, I teach the boring stuff, but the boring stuff is going to get you to the next level, and that is self-discipline. Why is it that you keep starting and stopping? Why is it that you continue to give up on your vision? Why is it that you sitting there getting envious and jealous of other women who are winning? Why is it that you done wrote this book 10 years ago, y'all? Why is it that you got journals laying around your house? Why is it that you are going in the same place, same way? You haven't come up with a new concept. And you give yourself excuse after excuse. Y'all, the struggle is real because your self-discipline system is not in place. And how do we get self-discipline? You have to show up every day and practice. I wrote this word down. 3 things: belief, time, and commitment. Change your belief, what you do with your time. I said on another live, what you do with your time tells me what your future is going to look like. The third one is commitment. Y'all, commitment is doing what you said you would do long after the feeling you said you would do it in has left you. Commitment is a responsibility. Commitment is doing it when you don't feel like it. Commitment says, I'm going to write it. I'm going to start on it. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to take care of my health. Commitment says, even when I don't want to make the right choice, I'm going to do it anyway because I want to see what I look like in the future. I am big on that. Commitment. Y'all, it's times, have you ever made a commitment and said, oh, I'll show up, and then the day of, you don't feel like it. You're not sick. Kids good. You just don't feel like it. I've done it. I told a friend I'll be there, and on the day of, I wake up, I don't want to be there. I don't want to go. It has nothing to do with my friend. It has nothing to do with the event. I just don't feel like going. That's how most of us show up for our vision. It has nothing to do with the vision. It has nothing to do with we don't want to accomplish it. We just don't feel like it. Your vision is not about feeling. Your vision is about moving forward when you do not feel like it. You see, when God has given Moses a vision, he didn't say, if you feel like going to tell Pharaoh to let my people go, then you go ahead and do it. You know, when God had given Daniel self-discipline and gave him a vision, and he was taken in by the king, he didn't say, oh, if you don't feel like eating, then don't eat. Daniel says, I have a strategy and I have a system in place, and this system works for me. It has always worked for me. That's why you came after me anyway, because you wanted someone young. You wanted someone who was in good condition, who physically appeared well, who took care of themselves. I can't change my system now that you have me now in your kingdom training me. See, some of us have to be such in so much self-discipline that we have to make sure that it doesn't matter what our situation is, it doesn't matter what we feel like, that we have to get a strategy and a system in place of self-discipline. What is self-discipline, Dr. Kimberly? Self-discipline is a system. What this says is self-imposed limitations. That comes from Dr. Miles Monroe. Listen, self-imposed limitations to become and do for a limited time to become what it is that you want to see in your future. Self-imposed limitations. So you want to be transparent. We look at these flyers, we look at, y'all, these nails need done. Listen, look. See that? And these nails need done. Guess what? I could have gone, but I've been working on projects. I've been pushing out content. I've been sitting in my study. I've been working. I've been being a mother. I have been being a wife. Let me tell you, I have had strategies and systems in place, and I will put that in. But I have a system to produce. It is a priority for me to produce. And your vision must be a priority. So ladies, I ain't talking about no money. Okay, so I know y'all ain't gonna do a lot of likes, because y'all only want to do likes when people talk about money. When I talk about how I'm gonna help you, get revenue streams, and how I'm gonna help you up-level your business, and how I'm gonna help you, become a millionaire and get on Bishop T.D. Jakes' platform. Listen, I can't promise you none of that, but what I can promise you, if you want to see yourself in the future, then you can get a system of self-discipline, and you can actually work that pattern, work that system every single day, and I promise you, everything that the Lord showed you, I can prophesy to you that it will come to pass. And the reason why I can prophetically say that is because his word tells us that. He says, you commit your plans unto me and I will establish them. He says, write the vision and make it plain unto a workman that can run with it. That means someone else must be able to take the vision and run it forward. So anyway, I said I would stay on these lives less than the time. So I got something for y'all. I'll be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area this weekend. You can come see me at Distinct. That's VIP with Dr. Regina Spellman. I'll be teaching a session, a snippet of strategy coming up this Saturday. You can meet me there. Strategy is a beast. It's your triple threat master plan. Y'all got to start owning y'all stuff. You got to come out of hiding. You got to come to a place and know that you are unique and wonderfully made. And in that uniqueness and in that wonderfully made, you got to get a self-discipline strategy. You got to get a strategy. This strategy means a strategy for you. It's your triple threat master plan. Y'all, your vision, discipline, development. But what I wanted to unveil is these strategy affirmation cards today. I am so excited because I haven't slept on them, but it was seasonal. So these are your strategy affirmation cards. Y'all like that? Woo! So if you have the book, along with the book, you can also purchase your affirmation cards, okay? And this is what I help people do. I help people bring what they see in their vision to life. I help you produce at the next level. I help you take your vision and turn it into a full-fledged manifestation of what you see. And that's going to take self-discipline. So, you can order them on drkimberlyellison.com, or you can go to Sparkle, I think, publishing.net. But let me tell you, y'all, each card What these are designed for you to put them in your purse, to put them, give them away, give them as gifts, y'all. Catch this, y'all. Listen, I'm giving y'all the real deal. Y'all waiting on some fantasy, some fake, and to evangelize you. I'm trying to help you execute. Get past excitement. I want you to have vision in 2020, but I also want you to have a strategic plan to accomplish your vision, and I'm going to help you do that. Get the book and get these cards, y'all. So what's on these cards? So it goes through vision, discipline, strategy, and development. So for example, it helps you to affirm yourself. So this is one for vision. These are Dr. Kimberly Ellison's. I came up with each of these for you. So for vision, on this vision card, it says, I have clarity of thought, therefore my vision is not clouded nor distorted. My history does not have power over my destiny. I walk in my spiritual power and authority to accomplish my purpose without distractions or delays. I'm restoring my purpose. And that is your vision affirmation. And you can say these every single day. And you can put them in your purse. So if you're struggling with vision, you can pull out the vision card. All right. If you're struggling with strategy, here's one for strategy. It says, okay, this is strategy, y'all. Okay. I manifest divine strategies, resources, and solutions to accomplish the goals of my vision. I create answers, not problems. I focus on what I've been given rather than focusing on what I do not have. Excuse me. I have a supply of unlimited resources because I'm reclaiming my power. Y'all, listen, I'm telling you, this is what you need in your life. You need this strategy book. Once you work this strategy book, you come to my strategy session. You get this whole bundle. You get this. And then let me read you these discipline cards. This discipline will get you. Here we go. This is discipline. I know the value of my time and practice healthy habits of self-discipline. I invest my time into my strategic plan that is aligned with my vision. What I do with my time aligns with who I see and what I do in my future, because I'm releasing my productivity. Y'all, I'm telling you, let me get off this live. I'm going to read one more because it's going to be the last one in the thing. It's called development. And when I tell you about development, development is really self-development. How is it that we're self-developing in our businesses? How are we growing in our careers? How are you growing as a mom, as an individual, as a sister? Like your own development, are we investing in ourselves? And not to forget to take your vision to the next level, all right? And so oftentimes we stop at the vision. But what I teach in strategy is that when you start the vision also is about establishing resources, establishing a plan, and asking the Lord, what is it at the next place? You know, it's not just about, okay, this is one piece, because God never gives you the whole vision. He gives you the vision, but then there are pieces along the way that he gives to you and he reveals to you that you can get as well. So let me get y'all this development, okay? So the development is, let's see. Here's one for development. I excel at all times. Growth is my normal. Learning is a game changer for my advanced vision. I anticipate my growth spurts. I have advanced knowledge that supports the expansion of my vision because I'm reaching my potential. Y'all don't get these good old affirmation cards. You have a whole deck of about 25, 26 cards that you can take to your vision board parties, that you can have with your girlfriends. Pass them out, give them to them, go to the site. It also has a card where you can connect with me and stay connected. Also, don't forget, go to drkimberlyellison.com. If you don't have strategy, I do have an upcoming masterclass. It's going to be online. It's virtual, y'all. So we can do this and we're going to work these strategies. Then I'll have a live session and so in the Charlotte metropolitan area, if that's what they call it, I don't know yet how acclaimed I am to this location. I ain't really got all acclimated, but in the Charlotte area, but we are having virtual. And I want you to go get your bundle. I also have, I should have brought my board. It's in my other room. But again, I want you to get your board and I'll show that on the next live. You know what? That'll be my next one. Okay, so I can do that. So go ahead and get strategy, get your affirmation cards. Again, real live stuff, y'all. Don't forget January 21 and 23rd. The reason why it's not 21, 22, and 23, because when we do January 21, ladies, we're going to do a full strategy. We're going to talk about vision, and we're going to talk about discipline, right? Well, vision and strategy. Then we're going to talk about discipline and development on the 23rd. But in between, I want you all to work on your vision and your strategy. And then we'll come back on the 23rd and we'll work through that and then talk about discipline and development. Because I want you to have time to really walk through and work this thing out. So, anywho, I've been on long enough. But I'll tell you this, ladies, you want to go get your strategy affirmation cards. It's a full 25, 26 card deck of affirmation cards that goes along with your strategy book. And this strategy book is a beast. If you are not really ready to work and walk through your vision, then you really don't need strategy. You can just go to your vision board party and look cute and cut out your little pictures, post them up, and, you know, get lost somewhere under your bed. However, for those of you who are really ready to produce the vision, I'm not with cliches. I'm not with Vision 2020. This is self-discipline for life. And I think that you need to understand, how do you produce it in such a way? Make sure you're getting this information from a strategist. Don't look at what people say. Look at what they produce. Look at what they do. I want you to look at systems that people have in place. How consistent are they? See, when you are moving in something like strategy, that's impartation. You want to be able to know that someone can impart in you the gift and the thing that they have in them. And so you want to make sure that you get this from a strategist, someone who can truly produce. They can complete some things, that they're not just doing it for themselves. See, anybody can produce something for themselves, but can you help someone else produce that? Can it be multiplied? See, he says to be fruitful and multiply. He didn't say just be fruitful. See, fruitful, you can just have something for you. The completion of that thing is to multiply. So that means if I can multiply it, I have to teach somebody else how to do it, so that you can now go into the earth, and then you can now be fruitful, and then you can now teach someone else how to multiply. See, that's how that thing works. Then he says have dominion. And in that dominion, that means that you have domination, that you go out and you rule and reign. And so what I'm telling you is that you need a full strategy, not just vision. It don't stop at vision. Don't get caught up in the slang. Don't get caught up in the thing. Don't get caught up in the beauty of the word, because you can have vision and no strategy. You can have vision and no self-discipline. You can have vision and never meet that person in the future. You can have vision and never accomplish it. Vision is a unilateral covenant. I know people gonna pick this up. Pick it up, because I want you to. The only reason why he gives it to me is so that you can put it in the earth. I'm not afraid, because you can't steal nothing I got, because he's affirmed me in this area. I'm called to this thing. This is my mantle. I carry this thing because he's called me to this place. So I'm not worried about you picking it up. Take it, pick it up, take it, run with it. But don't you forget to go buy this book and get these cards. How about that? So I want you to tell the story right. I want you to tell it properly. I want you to be able to effectively share the story, share the plan, and have somebody know how to produce in their future. So go to drkimberlyellison.com. I can't wait to hear your stories. I can't wait to hear what you're going to do in your future. I can't wait for you to introduce yourself in the future. I cannot wait to hear how strategy has changed your life, it has changed your belief system about yourself. It's changed the way you see your future. It's changed the way you show up every day. It's changed the relationship you have with your time. And most importantly, it's connected you greater in destiny and delivered you from those things that held you back from walking in purpose. This is practical, but I guarantee you that God's purpose and his mandate is all over this. So again, go to Dr. Kimberly Ellison. The struggle is real. Why is self-discipline so hard? Because we have to understand our beliefs, respect our time, and then also have a deep level of commitment. And in order to walk into your vision 2020, you need to have self-discipline 2020 in 2020. And I'm going to help you do that with strategy. Meet me, Dallas-Fort Worth, on this weekend at Distinct VIP with Dr. Regina Spellman. Also January 21 and 23rd, we're going to go live and we're going to do a full strategy session. Go register, and also get your bundle. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me early this morning. Share this live, encourage others to get them a strategy, not just a vision. Vision is saying this is what I see, but your strategy is saying this is what I do.